Shalom. Back out this bitch. Huh? Back out this bitch. I'm all messed up, man. I'm forgetting shit today. Fucking plantation. Messed me up. Before I get started, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Kakadash. Guess what, man? Talking about to invoke the Insurrection Act, which is a prelude to martial law. So the elite and the bankers are getting ready to shut this country down. They're getting ready to shut America down. You know, and what you people don't know that once America falls, that's it. That is it. Then we're gonna be free. You know? Then we're gonna be free. I'll get some precepts. It's getting late. This is Ezekiel 76. Let's go to verse 4. Thus says the Most High power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Verse 6. An end is come, the end is come. So yeah, we're at the end of this. You know? Hey, that's the spirit. It's about to be our turn. Right on turn. You know? About to be our fucking time, bro. We about to come up. These other nations about to go down. You know? Tell me that ain't the spirit. So this is the end of Babylon. America. It says the end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. Yeah, so this is the end, man. Trump is getting ready to invoke the Insurrection Act, which I just said is going to lead to martial law. It's going to lead to people getting thrown in concentration camps. You're going to be thrown in concentration camps. And you're going to be bag and tag, man, like cattle. For the ones who make it to the camps. Because a lot of people are not going to make it to the camps. A lot of y'all be murdered and killed in the streets. You know, so it's all coming together, man. Prophecy's all coming together. You know, so how do we know that this is the end? Because the RFID microchip is here, the mark of the beast. The talk of the economy collapsing. The man of sin has been revealed. And so on and so on, if you're in the know. You know, we fell away from our heritage. You know, all the talk of martial law, civil war. So we at the end. You know, there's not going to be another America after this falls, man. It's not going to be America 2.0. You know, so they're getting ready to invoke the Insurrection Act, and won't be long for martial law. Won't be fucking long. And you see these troops down here in the border now, they just getting their training, getting you acclimated to where they getting ready to kick your damn door in and kick your teeth in it, man. Drag you out of the house. and put your ass in the back of a MRAP or something, man. So, hey, man, I rode by today. I saw him downtown, in the fort. So they out walking, learning the streets, getting their training, all to come round you people up. They get the training they need, man. So they ready to lock these cities down and say, hey, the economy collapsed, the dollar's worthless. And they're gonna say, hey man, you got two choices. Either you're gonna get down with the new world order or you're gonna lay down. But first, they're gonna make you starve first. They're gonna starve you out. They're gonna make you fight it out in the streets with your neighbor, man. So we are in some very, very interesting time. Very, like I say, interesting times. You people about to feel the true American dream, You're about to feel that dream, man. And you're gonna realize it was nothing but a nightmare. When you're in a concentration camp, getting raked over the coals, you're in the gulag, you're gonna realize that you're in a bad situation. Man. Yeah. You're gonna realize that Trump wasn't just joking. It look like Trump is the man to get this done, man. He's looking like the man to carry out martial law. And the water you how about Shimmy Shah, man, speeding this up, getting this the hell out of here. And I'm tired of fucking it. The more you work, the more bills you gotta pay, man. It's a living hell. Let's go to Sirach 25 and 7. Sirach 25 and 7 says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart. Your heart, meaning your mind, to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So this is a beautiful time that we're in. We're seeing the fall of our enemy, man. You saw Edom. So far away. He's collapsing in loud time and 4K. You might as well say we're in that civil war right now. Civil war leads to race wars, economic collapse, and boom, martial law, man. And once all that starts snowballing, martial law known as Jacob's Trouble, we know we out of here. We know we the hell out of here. We won't be sitting around Babylon much longer. So all these previous reincarnations, man, and we get to finally see the last round. See the last go round. Edomite Empire go down, man. Versus the Greeks, the Romans, and fast forward to the Renaissance. And so ever since that Renaissance, they've been in power. So now this season of power is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. I read that in Ezekiel 7:5, man, verse 6. And this is it, man. This is it for the American people. The West is about to collapse. You know, the West is about to collapse. It ain't a damn thing anybody can do about it, man. Not a fucking thing you can do about it. You know, so hey, Esau Edom, man, he was on top. But now look at him. So he was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You know, drug dealer, busted the flesh. You know, I got so-called white people asking me for money, man. What kind of shit is that? They begging me for change.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So we're seeing the downfall of this civilization, man. It's in a total decay. And they saying Trump is the first president not to pass an infrastructure bill since he's been in office, man. Saying, and that's one of the indicators of a declining empire. This country's in fucking free fall, man.
Very organized.
But hey, you know, they protecting the pedophile, man. They love him. He can't do no wrong. You know? He can't do any wrong, man. You know, he up there with Epstein, fucking them girls, probably boys too, man. Young girls with that. And so now, cover his ass to get your mind off the Epstein files. He's just gonna declare martial law. You know, he gonna invoke the Insurrection Act and make you people pay for it. You know, his boyfriend Alex Jones stay running cover for him, man. Stay running cover. You know, Trump he's trying to turn the country around, and this, that, and the third. And, you know, he's a true blood American. And, you know, he loves America. Alex Jones is fucking pathetic now, man. He didn't swallow so much of Trump's, you know what? So he don't even look like himself anymore, man. But Alex, it's over, bro. We don't care how much cover you run for Trump. He's been exposed. He's been exposed as a lying piece of shit. Thirdly, you know, and ask Bubba, whoever Bubba is, how they feel about Trump. But, you know, he like to blow rods too, man. Your commander in chief like to blow rods. You know, we living in some crazy days, man. We living in some very, very crazy days. You know? So he's gonna set the country on fire. All this left doing this, the right doing this. It's the bankers who signaled in, you know, putting the signal in for the collapse. It's over. It's completely over, man. You know, what happened to the Somalis, man? I ain't seen that one fucking getting arrested yet, man. I see Amigo getting arrested. I saw the white woman get shot, killed. What the Somalis at? You got to realize, man, you've been duped. How the hell you in a damn like a community of Somalis, and I don't see not one fucking lined up in handcuffs, man. It's like it's like somebody pulling the wool over our eyes or something, right? Like we getting lied to again, you know? They found out of all them fucking Somalis and all them other illegals, they found one damn Mexican man and put him on the TV in handcuffs. From oh, this is a sexual predator. You know, he's a violent offender, and you got a whole fucking town full of Somalis just still walking around. I ain't seen not one of them bitches in the back of a damn police van yet, man. Not one. And believe me, I stay on the news channel, YouTube. So all this is just smoke and mirrors, man. Smoke and mirrors. Because the real enemy is the American people. The true enemy is the American people, man. That's why you ain't seeing that many arrests. Because Trump works for the bankers. He's nothing but a manager, like a manager at McDonald's. You have a super government that sits above Congress, CIA, FBI, you know, all the intel agencies. They all run America, not your goofball elected official. You know, if you have actually sat down and hear some of these interviews, these people are complete morons. You know, you had that one moron talk about if you put too many people on this one island, it'll tilt over, man. It'll tip on over. Now, this is an elected official and Congress. It was a Dan Quayle can spell tomato. These are people who are governing your life, man. Telling you what to do. And they got a hard time tying their own damn shoelaces. You know, you got that dirtbag up there, Mitch McConnell. You know, he's falling down every fucking day. You know, he can't even take care of himself. But he got power to dictate policy. You know, so it's a joke up there in DC. And the joke is on us. But you got these morons and these retards telling us what to do. While they running out the back door with the money. And the crazy part about it, people are finally starting to wake up and realize that they've been made. You know, that's what this well, it ain't make America great. What's the other one? Make America first or some shit like that. America first. Yeah, so people starting this new movement, but it has to be completely reset. And how you do that is you just get rid of everything, man. Like the bankers are planning, like they are planning to do that. You know, they got this big nuclear war plan to cover their tracks. You know, you gotta get rid of the man of sin. You gotta knock him out of power. That's what's getting ready to unfold. You know, we've been at the bottom so long, we about to come up there. Us so-called Negroes and Kingdoms and Native Americans, man. If we started from the bottom, now we here. You know, we got next. Because hey, you got troops on the streets, you got a soft civil war going on. The country's gone. It's over with. It's completely over. You got cops talking about they're gonna arrest ICE agents. Where's that chicken Philly talking about? Oh, if ICE wants smoke, we're gonna bring it to them. But damn. So man, it's beautiful, man, to see all these prophecies unfold. I said we've been saying this. For me personally, I've been saying this going on 8 years. And men above me, 20, 30, 40 years plus. And here we are, man, witnessing this right before our very eyes. And yes, I got the popcorn making. Every day is a popcorn event, man. Even before I even make it home, I got to stop on my route and get a bag of popcorn and listen to the news. It's just January and shit is popping off. So we're gonna see if he invokes this Insurrection Act next week. Because you know Trump, he talks a damn lot. He does a whole lot of talking and a lot of backtrack. What they call it as taco, man. And what's the other one? You know, that's why he known as taco. Like he walking back those $3,000 checks. Man. They say they asked him about, well, what about those rebate checks or something? He's like, when did I say that? This man is a dirtbag. Man. A complete dirtbag. But hey, that's Sleazy E, man. It wouldn't be him if he didn't do it. You know? Sleazy E. You know, I kind of had a lesson lined up, but the spirit has changed. It has moved into a different direction. So you already know what I'm getting ready to head into, man. Jacob's trouble. You know, everybody like, oh, you keep saying the same thing over and over and over. Exactly. You listen to the same song over and over and over, don't you? Put it on repeat. Guess what? I'm saying the same song over and over and over. You know, you don't call the radio station and tell them, oh, why don't you change that song? Stop playing that song. You've been playing it all day. You know, so you ain't about to do me like that. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. Thus says Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Yeah, there's no peace in the land. We got them ICE agents and and them rioters up there. They're getting it on, man. They're in Minnesota. They're going at it. Now some of it is staged, it's scripted, but then you got people actually caught up in it with their emotions, actually got their heart into it. Is actually going at these agents, man. You got Russia, Ukraine, you got the US about to go into Iran. You got China. They want to go into Taiwan, and they just told in so many words to America that hey, we got nuclear weapons, man. You know what the hell you really want to do? Put it in layman's terms. But that guy said, he was like, China won't shoot the first shot, you know. But he said something about, you know, they'll shoot the second, or it won't be a second, or something like that. So China is ready to go to war. And Russia just said, hey, if you attack Iran, there's going to be some consequences behind that. Because the scriptures speak about how Russia is going to be a guard unto Iran. You know, because believe me, them Russians pissed. They done hijacked another oil tanker. And they talking big shit too, man. Talking about they gonna nuke Europe and the good old UK. So hey, let's read that again. This is Jeremiah 40 and 5. Thus says Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. But there's no peace going on right now. So those monks that's just walking around talking about they marching for peace, they wasting their damn time, man. They could be at the house, you know, eating a damn bowl of noodles or something, man. You know, there's no peace in the earth, and it's only going to get worse. You know, World War III is right around the corner, and they need some nice, healthy young people to fight this war, man. You know, a lot of you young, able bodies going to get drafted, men and women. They're going to give you some boots and a rifle and haul you off to the desert. So enjoy your time of freedom while you got it. You know, you about to be food for the desert. You know, you about to be a desert owner. Verse 6, answer you now and see whether a man doth travail with child. So have you ever seen a man pregnant with a child? Is what this asking. Or have you seen a man in labor? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail? So you're gonna have your hands on your loins, your balls, your private area, if you will, and you're gonna be, you know, and screaming in agony, man. It says, and all faces are turned into paleness. Yeah, your face is gonna be pale, turned into paleness because it's gonna be some paralyzing fear that you're gonna be experiencing. You know? You know, you're gonna be experiencing some horror film type terror, man. You know? And she's ready for the picking, man. You know? But that's Jake, though, man.
The I won't change.
You know, she just ready to get steamrolled, man. She don't have a clue what's coming. You know how people don't read the news, don't watch the news. They the last to know any damn thing. You know, they don't know what time we're in. You don't know the seasons that we in. No, this is a season, a time for what? You know, they changed the name of the Department of Defense to Department of War. Not because it sounds good, you know, it looks good on the wall and things like that. No, they let you know America is in a war footing. You know, no more hiding behind the bushes with it, trying to be, you know, covert with it, man. They just putting it out there now. Like, yeah, we at war and we're gonna go to war. And if we want your shit, we're gonna come take it, man. You know, so that's what's going on, man. Everybody's gearing up for war. Except for you people here at home on the mainland, America. You getting ready for Mardi Gras. You know? You got troops on the streets right now. Getting you ready, getting you acclimated for martial law. You know, you're gonna see that same, you know, group of guys walking up and down the street, walking through your neighborhood, and you be like, oh yeah. You know, when the lights go out, the dollar crashes, and you can be like, oh man, help us here. And then you're gonna hear him talking on the earpiece, like, oh, Roger, Roger. And then they just gonna mag dump you, man, right in the middle of the street. You know, so this is Jacob's trouble and Jeremiah that I'm reading about is getting ready to take place, man. Known as Jacob's trouble. Verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, the elect are going to be saved out of it. For the ones who are not of the elect, you're not going to be saved out of it.
Peace, Jacob.
All right, brother.
And that word, huh?
You know it.
Streaming online
Yes, sir.
on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
What's the channel?
North Shore Prophet 3.
North Shore.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow some brothers in New York, man. That's when I first learned about you boys.
GMS?
HOI must
HOI?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a block.
Yeah, the box.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So about, I mean, I started out with Zabak first,
Yeah.
but then I went over to GMS,
All right.
Great Millstone.
I don't
You
think
might
I'm
want to check
familiar
them out.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check them out.
All right, cool.
Uh,
Yeah, I probably looked at a few sects like when I first started, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, good to tap in though, man. Good to hear the word too.
Gone, yeah. Because
What,
we definitely need it these days.
Oh yeah. You say
You know?
GMS?
Well, mine is North Shore Prophet 3,
Okay, hold on.
and I had so many channels.
Hold on, let me take notes.
So yeah, brother.
North Shore
Prophet.
Prophet 3.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
That should be it, though.
You said GMS?
Well, you can pull up GMS if you can't find mine, because I done had so many the more channels I get, the less people I get on.
What does
there.
GMS stand for?
You know what? I'll give you the head apostles. Put in what is this? What is this channel? Hold on. Let me
Is
get
it
it
the
up.
brothers that be in purple?
No. I'm all right. No, I don't fuck with them crazy niggas.
Okay.
Them niggas crazy, you know. I'll put it right here. You know what? We'll do it like that. Thousand years, but we at the end of the end now. You know, it's getting to that point now. You know, the man of sin been revealed. You know, the mark of the beast is here.
When you say man of sin,
The man of sin.
you mean Esau?
Yeah, you see.
All right.
Yeah, see you
All
up to
right.
speed. You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, he up to speed. You know, good.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm learning.
that's what's up.
But and when you say mark of the beast, what you identify as mark of the beast?
Or about the microchip.
Oh yeah.
Now the box says something else though.
What does the box say it is?
I forget what did the box say it is. I think he was saying last time I heard it was something spiritual. He was saying I might be wrong because I get him between him and Nate with the purple. They always changing it up, and I try not to listen to them.
Yeah.
After a while, once I found the truth, I'm gonna stick with the truth. Because
What you distinguish between what they saying versus the truth?
basically, brother, the spirit got to be dealing with you. When the spirit dealing with you, you be able to, discern, what's right and what's wrong. Because even before I got into this and started doing it, I would listen to like other groups. I'm like, oh, that don't sound right, and I ain't know not one scripture, But once the spirit and you supposed to be where you supposed to be, brother, the spirit gonna lead you there. It don't matter what you watching, who you watching, it's gonna guide you there. And then it's gonna have you out here looking crazy like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get these precepts though.
I may not look crazy in this particular way,
Yeah, right.
but I understand what you're saying already.
And you gotta be a little crazy to do this, truth be told.
Yeah.
Who's gonna come out here by themselves on a Friday?
Yeah. To tell people,
Yeah.
to remind people of what's best.
Yeah. So that's what
It's funny how if you want to get killed the fastest, tell them the truth, huh?
God, tell him. Let me get my others. The whole time this has been working. The minute you come up here, don't want to work.
Yeah, I see your camera.
Say
too. Why the camera move like that?
Oh, a little tripod or something. It keeps following me around. Oh, here we go. This is Jeremiah 10 and 23.
They say bring it out.
That's right. Hey, you know what? Hey, brother, you guys get into it.
Bring it out.
All right, this is Jeremiah 10 and 23. And that's the spirit too, because I was saying that the day earlier. So it's all spiritual. Oh, Yahweh, which his name is the Most High. I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So you said this is your walk, your evening walk.
Mm-hmm.
You could have walked anywhere else in this city, but the Lord had you come this way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nothing happens by chance. Right now. So, and like I was saying you earlier, I was gonna be on the other end now. But I was just sitting in the car. I was like, man, it's too dark over here. It ain't nothing really going on too much in the spirit. So the spirit led me over here. So let me get some more for you. I know you're on the move, but I'm gonna hold you up too long.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Proverbs 20, 24. This is Proverbs 20:24.
Yeah.
Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? So we can't understand our own way. We like to say, put it like this. Society like to say we have free will. We don't. We got liberty to do things, But hey, just like you could have went that way, the Lord says, no, He programmed it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that before you leave. He had you come this way, because it says when we sleep at night, Most High, He still define instructions what we're gonna do that day. So, hey, man, that's like the Lord knocking on your door, brother.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure, definitely.
Especially since you already been watching.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man. Hey,
So you can't say,
God revealed Himself to me directly.
come on, let me hear you.
In the same way that the Bible captured, like Moses in the burning bush. I can't say how he experienced it, but God revealed Himself directly to me. It was like all time and space disappeared, and the only thing I was trying to express, like, what happened, and the only thing I could say in that space is, "I am that." That's all I could say. That was it. It's the only words that were true in that dimension. Was "I am that I am." That was it. Yeah.
All right. Did he give you his name? You got them. Do you have the Most High's name?
I mean, you saying the Hebrew?
Paleo Hebrew?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what
I'm gonna give you his name. I'm gonna give you his son's name. The father's name is Yahweh. Yah, meaning he, and he is, which is mean he exists. Yahweh.
he exists, and his son is Yahweh Shah, and which means deliverer. You know, so he's our deliverer, man.
Yahuwah and Yahweh.
But what those are
Did I say it wrong?
Yiddish
Oh, okay.
kind of, you know. But thing is, he's in the Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, it's Yahweh.
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 Yahweh. Okay, so I mixed it up. I said Yahuwah. Yahweh. And which one was the deliverer?
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah. Okay.
which is the son.
Yeah. I listened to a lot of KP too.
I don't think I read
The
about that.
Wu-Tang Killer Priest.
Uh,
Yeah. Killer Priest, one of the original Wu-Tang members. He also he well, I say he came up in Hebrew.
oh, is that right?
Yeah, so
I think I may have heard that.
a lot of it's in this rap still, even though I could tell he not in that spirit in that way he probably was when he was younger.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you know how people we get into it. Oh yeah, we got to be, you know, like scripture said, we got to be hearers, not only hearers but doers of the word. You know,
Actions.
you got to do it. Yeah, because they, you know, a lot of people, you know, say I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. But man, you got to actually do the work.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
you know,
I agree.
I'm gonna give you this precept here. It's Isaiah 55:7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. So he will pardon you. You know, you got to turn back to the Most High.
Sure.
You know, we can't keep all the laws here in Babylon.
Right.
You know, so because
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
you know, so you know, we can't keep all the laws. So that's why we're not going to be, you know, saved by the law.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so what's going to get us out is our faith and our works. You know,
Yeah. Totally.
no, okay. No, ain't no Jesus up here. No. I don't believe in no white man up here as our savior.
Oh,
You know,
are you serious?
dead serious.
Would you believe that white man? I don't believe that.
So you don't believe in him?
I mean, I believe that why he can't be black. All right, that's my own personal opinion. I don't know for sure though.
Oh, that's what he said.
Oh,
He
I'm
said.
a white man.
No, he said you don't.
Because everybody,
Yeah, I don't.
He said Jesus is the name they gave the white Christ.
The white Christ.
Yeah.
because everybody, when they say Jesus, they think of a so-called white man.
But we've been taught that for
Yeah.
hundreds of years too.
Yeah.
They did that to us.
Yeah, and I
sorry.
That,
I'm
you know,
sorry. I'm
you good,
not
you
good.
good. You know,
You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, feel like, you know, God, whoever y'all want to decide. I just believe in heaven and hell too as well. I feel like what you put out this world is
well, there's no actual hell. Hell is the grave. We back. Oh, see?
oh, baby. I feel like you know, it gets worse than you know what I'm saying. They say that.
Hold on, let me ask you this.
On earth.
Let me ask you this first. You got a boyfriend or something? A man or something? Okay, I'm about to say. All right. Okay. All right. But there's no hell. You in hell right now. Yeah. But technically, hell is the grave. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me. I'm trying to tell you something. You know, you gotta listen. You know. So, death is the grave. There's no man in a pitchfork underground when you die, poking you in your butt. You know, stuff like that. That's all just fables, man. You know, that's that Catholic Church dogma. Man. You know, they use that to brainwash us with it. Huh? But I believe in as one true power, which his name is Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shah, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus, came back to die for Israel. These people on this son right here. You know? And that is it.
Yeah.
You see yourself on his son?
So you just got to myself again.
Do you see it? What tribe do you think you might come out of? Because I know us Negroes, we all mixed in together. You know,
What about maybe? Probably
you're Native American.
North America. Yeah. I am. Mama put it on me in her.
But what's your
That's
father?
so crazy. I wasn't even looking at that like that.
But what's your father though?
For he black.
Like a black Negro, like?
To be honest, I'm saying he dark skin.
Well,
He was a dead.
yeah, you probably are these top. Well, you probably a so-called Negro, so-called Haitian, or so-called West Indian, right here.
Does that really
But
matter? Yeah, I
that-
guess 'cause you were daddy.
So whatever your father is, that makes you. You know. So it's either.
But
But,
I got
yeah.
some strong women out here too.
Well, the Bible ain't dealing with strong women. You know.
What you mean?
You know. He dealing. You know, you got to be. I know everybody get mixed up with Deborah. The Bible say, well, the scripture saying you need to be submissive, right? You know, that's what the church turned everybody into, man. Got everybody messed up. The so-called white man done this. But
you gotta be a good person.
all right, man. I feel you. I feel you. But
Your heart.
okay.
Your heart has to be good. You know what I'm saying? You can't be
All right. Well, have a good night. I feel you.
But
But if you want to, you can listen. But I'm gonna top it up with him. It's all good.
I talk to Jesus every day.
That's good. All right then.
Have a good day.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. All right. We're gonna get back into it.
Yeah, that's that side of divorce.
Yeah. You know, when you say the Bible ain't looking for strong women, you know, that's nobody want to hear that, especially the women. They don't want to hear that because throughout the church, the Christian church, I grew up in the church. You know, you gotta have a strong black woman, and everybody get caught up on Deborah. You know, in the scriptures. That's because the Lord did it as a punishment for us. You know, to make us feel bad, like kind of embarrassment. Like I had to raise this woman up to lead y'all. You know, but little as you know, she was being handled by a man, though. You know,
See what it turned them into.
exactly. And they wonder, you know. But that's what that plantation Christianity does to you, though. You know?
Yeah, I mean, she talking about strong woman, and
Yeah.
the man done converted herself into a woman.
And when you start talking about you got to submit, like I got to go on that one, you know. But hey, that's what it is.
Submit to a woman.
Well, no. The woman got to submit to the man.
Oh, then they want to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't like
It's
it.
like, yo, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Especially so-called black women. She ain't gonna do that, right? So, but it is what it is. Like I said, this truth ain't for everybody.
You know how many times I done walk this street or step here? It's a different vibe from what you're teaching right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel something like it's like
Yeah.
like spirit setting things up to crossing path this energy. You know what I'm saying? To cross paths on this energy. It's interesting how it's bringing it out. Like you can't make that up that you turn the corner like that.
Like it's, hey, you going into it.
Yeah.
Man's goings, you know. She program. Say man's goings, you know.
Which one will you read?
Proverbs 20:24. Let me see. Let me get a.
She said, "Y'all talking about Jesus."
She kind of threw me off because I was trying to get that one precept. But I was trying to tell you about how the Lord programmed our thoughts before we
Got me saying she instead of he.
I'm telling you. But then I was trying to make out what she was saying too. But you know, but like saying, as you know, because you've been following Sabbath now, you know, this truth ain't for everybody.
No.
You know? So it is what it is. Some people gonna get it, and a lot of people not. You know, and so I was like, hey man, I'm just have a nice night. You know, you still stuck on that Jesus stuff. Go do it. You know, ain't no big deal. Ain't no I ain't gonna lose no sleep tonight. So, but brother, you gotta get out and get this work done because, like I said, Trump, he's supposed to be trying to invoke this insurrection act next week, which is gonna lead to martial law.
Minneapolis, huh?
You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I was going into before you rolled up, which is known as Jacob's Trouble.
Okay.
Now, Jacob's Trouble,
I've heard of Jacob's Trouble a little bit.
you know, the Lord got this time strictly for his people. Now, the other nations, everybody outside the nation of Israel, going to experience it. But the Lord got this for us. And when I say us, mostly, it's for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. So the ones that's gonna make it out is the 1/3, the elect.
Right.
And that's what I'm striving for, Lord willing, I'm of that number to be a part of the elect. Now because the 2/3 is gonna catch hell here in America. They're gonna really lock the cities down, martial law, and this, that, and the third. And they got these troops in the border, right?
Yep.
So they getting the people used to seeing the troops on the street before they lock everything down. So this ain't the time for us to be asleep, man. We got to wake up because before you know it, it's gonna be cities locked down, economy collapse, martial law out here. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. And it speaks about how these troops gonna be once they finally lock everything down. Second Ezra, verse 16. And this is another thing with this truth. When brothers get into it, like when you see me, I'm the same person when this camera's off, whether it's on or off. I mean, I'm actually living this, and some people get on this thing. I've seen it even in this truth, guys been in it like 20, 30 years. Sometimes the spirit just leave them, or they get up here, they rap career didn't work out, and and they get exposed because the spirit's going to expose you no matter what.
So,
So you can fake the funk with me, or whoever. The spirit always exposes you. So let me get into this second address. It says, this is second address 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Most High. So yeah, the Lord is going to send these troops on us to get our asses one good last time, man, for being disobedient to His word. Because we made a covenant with Him, saying, "Hey, we're gonna keep your word. We're gonna do these laws." Now look at us, we doing what the hell we want to do. We following the so-called white man his way, So the Lord, Most High, He's jealous. He's saying He's a jealous power, So you don't think He's upset. It's like He called Israel His woman, so He's seeing His woman with these other gods. It's like other men. So if you saw your woman, you love her, you took care of her, you set this aside for her, and then you see her walking up the street with Pookie and Ray Ray, you could be mad as fuck, right? And so the Lord is the same way. So He like, you know what? He has a certain number of people that He knows not gonna turn back to Him. So He said, you know what? I'm no big deal. I'm just gonna turn you over to what you want. And He's gonna have that, which is known as Jacob's trouble, put these motherfuckers to death, man. To put it bluntly. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. Either you're gonna get down with the Lord or you're gonna fucking lay down, And that's how He coming with it. So He put His men of the Lord, His men in that same spirit, man.
So which are the laws that Israel has to get back to uphold in order to make sure that they stay within His grace?
All right. Laws we can keep, like eating certain foods, not to eat unclean foods. Now, with that being said, the so-called white man putting all kind of shit in this food, right?
And everything.
It's pork and everything. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen, or I heard, I didn't say I seen it, but I heard a video where they take some kind of pork solution and inject the chickens with it, So some kind of way
they sneak in this and everything.
So some kind of way He making you sin against your power, whether you know it unknowingly.
I remember they were doing it to the Jello back in the day,
right?
Kids,
right, right, yeah. So they doing that, and who knows what He got? But you try to eat as clean as possible. I mean, if some's a chicken, but the scripture always speak about don't be over righteous either.
Yeah.
If it's chicken, just eat the chicken. All we can do is pray over it.
Right.
But the Most High know we ain't out here got a damn fucking spare rib on the side of the chicken, eating it with it, or whatever case may be, or you ain't shooting the chicken up with pork, So, you know, gotta stop. Main thing our people got a problem with is eating catfish, shrimp, lobster. You gotta stop eating all that.
No,
You know,
none of the shellfish.
no shellfish, none of that. No catfish. Just eat anything that
It's
is
all from Leviticus.
done. And then you gotta eat the clean. Anything with scales and fins, fish we can eat. We keep that law. And main thing, adultery. Now, put it like this: if you know a woman has a man and she's dating somebody, we got to play it like, okay, that's adultery. But technically, she had 2, 3 other men, so she's still committing adultery, or you'll be committing adultery. Like with my wife, I'm not her first. You supposed to get a virgin. I'm supposed to get a virgin.
Right.
So technically, by the law, I'm committing adultery. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but the Lord said in this wicked adulterous generation, He know we was gonna be going off. So you get a woman, she done had 4 or 5 guys before you, baby. I'm just, what I'm saying? Exactly. So you marry it. So you commit adultery. But in this fucked up society, with the man is saying in charge, we can do that, But the Lord, but now if you just own some chick and she got a man, they dating, whatever, they married, whatever. Now, the Lord see that as adultery because you know better. You supposed to know better, So we definitely keep that adultery.
Fornication.
We keep a beard on our face. Spiritual fornication or physical fornication. Which is adultery, which is physical fornication.
Okay.
Not like say you meet a chick, you have sex with her. That ain't fornication. We've been taught,
Oh, okay.
adultery is fornication.
Okay.
Because hey, before they start marrying people, think about this, like Adam and Eve. I'm just looking. I like to scan a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like to look around and see.
I heard the energy. Too.
Come on. Think about it. Adam and Eve. What wedding ceremony did they have? So did the Lord say, "Oh no, y'all committing fornication"? No. If you laying down with some other man's woman, knowingly, then that's fornication. So we can keep that. What else we can keep the Sabbath? Come on. I know with the plantations and all, you keep what you can, But the Lord say by our faith and our work. Matter of fact, I pour that, because if you break one law, you're guilty of breaking all of them, So we breaking laws knowingly, unknowingly, like mixed fabrics. We're not supposed to be wearing mixed fabrics,
Like polyester and all that.
yeah, all that mixed blend shit.
Supposed to just be cotton.
That's going off, But look, I got mixed shit on, You go to the store and you making your own shit,
Shit, I got to say socks.
Yeah.
So
let's get into it. Let me see if I can pull that precept up for you.
brother struggling here.
Mm.
It's there.
The saying is,
Get them and they don't even know it, God.
do it. Then hey, the Lord, he does shit to us, man. We went off. So whatever we going through, we asked for it,
Yeah.
He said, hey, if you do this, that, and the third, you're gonna get the blessings. And if you don't do this, you're gonna get the curses. Hey, I'm still under the curses. You still under the curses. Even though I am doing the work, I'm still subject to the law. So hey, the Lord, He just has some mercy on it. You know what I'm saying?
And he's giving me more than I deserve, probably. If it weren't for him, I might be out here looking like him over there.
Hey, brother. That's why I say, oh, hello, I see me myself, for every little thing I get,
Yeah.
You gotta keep praising the Lord, man. Words. Let me see if I can find this piece up for you. We can be It's some things we can keep because it's right now we just rehearsing the righteous acts.
Right.
Because when we get to the kingdom, we're gonna keep all the laws, you know. So we right now this is the rehearsal before the big wedding,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Let me see. What is our
Yeah, it feels like it's bubbling.
God, yeah. And it's acting so slow. Faith. Because right now, we just entered into the Shabbat and the subject right now.
Shabbat is what? Saturday, Friday?
Well, it depends on the new moon,
Okay.
but it just so happened this time to go around that it started, you know, Friday, Saturday. But every week, like I think the 18th, if I remember right, it's gonna be we're still gonna have the Sabbath Friday, Saturday, but then it's gonna be another one from Sunday to Monday, from sundown Monday to Monday sundown, you know, and that'll be another thing. They keep pulling up this Ephesians. I'm trying to find the one in Esdras.
Oh, just.
Bible.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but the scripture it just says we're gonna be saved by faith in our works, man. You know,
Makes sense.
you know?
Makes sense.
Any other time,
Say that again, but makes sense.
because the law just breaking one of them, we done.
Finished.
You know,
One bad turn.
tell me, brother. So very. I'm glad she gave me the permission to keep going.
Oh, I feel it.
You know, so I'm gonna read a little bit. So when you listen to the Vought, did he ever tell you about did you catch any lessons with him talking about Jacob's trouble?
And it's something that I feel like they go back to frequently and they talk about it, but I can't say I know exactly what that means. But you referenced it earlier a little bit.
Yeah, before we really interrupted, you know.
Yeah.
Like crazy another one. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so the Lord got this thing, it's time for his people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, where they're gonna martial law out here, troops on the street, and they be dragging people, especially us, the so-called Negro Latinos, and they be dragging us out these houses and putting us to death, man. All from the Lord, you know? Because like I say, he's gonna get his hands on us one last time, man. You know, and we almost at that point, man. Like I said, you're seeing like a civil war going on in what's that, Minnesota right now?
Right.
So I'm gonna get a bit of person you up on it. It's Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So this precept, the scriptures is asking, have you ever seen a man in labor with a baby?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, or have you seen a man carrying a child before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is no.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what Jeremiah is saying about this prophecy is that he saw a time where he's gonna see grown men with their hands on their loins, like screaming like women in labor. Like this time is getting ready to come down
Because it's gonna be painful.
it's gonna be pure terror out of it from the Lord. You're gonna see it's gonna be like some shit out of a damn sci-fi film, horror film. Steven Spielberg ain't got nothing on with this day coming. Matter of fact, it's gonna tell you. It says, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it." So no day ever in recorded history is gonna be like this day that the Lord has set for his people. the 2/3. And believe me, every 2/3 here in America, Babylon is not gonna make it out of here. You know? And that's what the gist of it. I'm out here pretty much in a nutshell. You know, telling you turn back to your power.
Yeah.
That Jacob's trouble is on the way, and that ye men of Israel, see the women get it twisted. You know, they think, oh, I gotta come up here, I gotta start preaching the word. No, Lord say the women gonna be saved through childbirth. You know, childbearing. You know, which they will, but we so close now. I wouldn't even tell a brother to knock a chick up right now. You know, because that's gonna be a hindrance to you. Say, for instance, you gotta take off and run. You know, you gotta get you a few cans of food or something. You know, and you might have to take off fucking that way, running. And what you gonna do with a woman with a baby in her hand? You know,
Be exposed.
exactly. Now, will the Lord take care of you? Yeah. Well, why put yourself through that when you know the time that we in? You know, but you know, Jake don't be Jake. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is give my 2 cents. Just says how about Shimmy out shout, but you know, as a man right now, being in that family mode, you can have a woman. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? But getting in that, oh, we're gonna be here 20, 30, 40 years, we're gonna get the house with the white picket fence. You know, you don't be in that mindset of staying here, but you still can get it. That's what I'm saying, you know. You know, you carry on like tomorrow might be the last one. But you know, a lot of brothers been thinking the same thing, like, oh, Jacob trouble gonna happen tomorrow. And you miss out on some shit, you know?
And they saying,
You know?
I saw an interview
Yeah,
where Elon was talking to these other 2 guys
yeah.
that they both went to MIT.
Uh-huh.
And they talking about how everything about to roll out in the next 10 years. AI replacing every job,
Oh yeah,
more humanoid robots than humans on the planet.
right,
None of that sound good.
right.
None of that sound good.
Bro,
Can't be good. Until what you saying about Jacob Trouble aligning with that.
and the shit they showing us is the technology is 30, 40 years old, man. What they showing us is the goofy, like, oh, the robot just tripping up and barely flipping. Yeah. Now the stuff they got in these black sites, these secret labs and stuff like that. I had this one guy, I know you heard of him, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember listening to his show, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 years ago, maybe. He was like, he been into one of these labs or something, and he said he's seen the actual like robots and shit. He said they look like the damn Terminator robots. You know, with the teeth and all this. You know? And so the Lord is gonna have this man Esau Edom release all this shit on that day, man. He's gonna have it all. Like, hey, you might be in the next neighborhood, and you see a damn drone strike just lighting the block up, man. And you're gonna see these troops in the street just walking down the street, mowing our people down. Yeah, will all the other nations get caught up in it? Yeah, they gonna get caught up in it. Because the scripts speak about a civil war, race wars. So it's gonna be all kind of chaos out here in the streets.
Does the scripture give any warning of, just like aside from keeping the laws,
Okay.
does the scripture give any warning as to how Israel should move, how Jacob should move, or not? Yeah, how Jacob should move during this time, in order, because from like so when I listen to Zabak, they always talking about like things being reversed where the kingdom's gonna switch and Esau is not gonna be in charge anymore. Right? Does the scripture give any hints as how to bring that about, or is it just we don't really need to do nothing except for keep the laws and God's going to single-handedly?
We don't have to do nothing physically.
Good.
Because
Just keep the faith.
the thing is, see, that's why everybody else failed. Who was it? Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton. You know,
Long list there.
who are all, you know, is it Huey P. Newton or something? Black Panthers, all them niggas couldn't do it, bro.
Right.
Because they tried to do it physically. Now this is Esau's world.
Yeah.
Esau's a carnal man. You know, the weapon, you know, his blessing is the sword, the gun. You know, the modern day sword is the gun for him. You know?
Yep.
So you think you're gonna be able to go up against
This motherfucker, he got fucking tanks,
Nuclear weapons.
weapons, nuclear weapons, jet fighters. What can we do? You know?
Stay clear. Get out there.
Exactly. Let the Lord do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that too. You know? So we don't do nothing. The only thing we do, you know, trying to be the hopeful elect, is just rehearse the righteous acts, keep the faith, stay faithful to the end. You know? Whatever situation we get in, we still gotta believe the Lord's gonna bail you out.
Yeah.
And if he don't bail you out and you're in this truth, feel good.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be resurrected on that chariot with your house shot, you know, which people call so-called UFO. Where you're gonna be on there first with him. So you don't lose. And because scripture speak about we can't be afraid of, roughly paraphrasing, of one who could kill the body. But you need to be afraid of one who could kill the body and the soul or the spirit, which is the most high, you know? So whatever Esau does to us, do it. You know, that's the way the Most High had it, you know, allotted for us. You know, everybody talk about, well, you got to understand what your end is. All our ends going to be different. Say, for instance, the Most High, you know, he brings you into it, you know, you do it, start doing the work. I might get put to death. You may not. Because the scriptures speak about if some of us, where Yahweh was saying, some of us going to not taste death during this time. A lot of us just going to make it through Jacob's trouble. We're going to miss the famine. We're going to skip the martial law. We ain't going to take the MOTB, the mark of the beast. We ain't going to do none of that. We're going to go through the hour of temptation. The famine, we're going to make it through all that and get beamed straight up. But some of us going to get our head cut off, you know, for refusing the mark of the beast or just doing this work, you know, because the scriptures speak of how we're going to be brought up into these, you know, like these governors and these senators.
You think they're gonna try and force RFID chip?
Oh yeah.
And you think that's gonna be that's the it? You don't do that, then you're the biggest rubber room out there.
That's your test. If you get to that point, they say, hey, nigga, you gonna take this damn RFID microchip or you gonna get your head cut off?
They got mad.
You know?
My doctors got mad at me because I stopped taking vaccines.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They started looking at me like
oh,
you think I was Bin Laden?
Really?
Yeah, that's how they started treating me, bro. Like, what you mean you don't want to take your vaccines? Like,
yeah,
I don't want to take.
Right.
I'm willing to, you know,
like
keep it natural.
Exactly.
They started like you can see them like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, like
like this. Yeah, write this down. We need to buy on this book. They don't want to
right?
Yeah. So if they treat me like that over a flu shot, I imagine if we get down to RFID, probably right on the money with that.
They gonna line, you know, not just us up, but our test may be that, you know. I gotta tell them, hey, you gotta cut it off, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if you take that, you're gonna take part in that lake of fire, man, from the thermonuclear missiles.
If you take the RFID,
done.
Then you'll be caught up in the lake of fire.
Matter of fact, we can get that.
All right,
you know. Don't take my word for it. You know, we're gonna let the Most High speak. You know.
Let's get it.
All right, then. I might have to end this damn app and just get on my phone. You know. Give me a couple of seconds here. If you want to act up. Matter of fact, we're gonna start in Revelation with the mark of the beast. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So this image of the beast is talking about you want to partake in the so-called white man system, right? Like he's gonna say, all right, if you wanna, yeah, they got it. I begin to parade.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, military.
Oh, see, they gonna be coming through like that, but worse. And we were just talking about that. That's the spirit too. So all this spiritual tonight.
It's pumping out.
So it ain't so
Oh, I might have missed it.
I'm gonna read it over for you. We're gonna take our time with it, you know? This is very important right now. All right, this is Revelation 13-15. And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, at the image of the beast that both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't want to get back into this society section, once everything collapses, and then they offer you this chip, and they say, hey, you take the chip, and the food will come back, your lights will come back on, you can get that job again that you had, you know. You want shit back normal, pretty much. You know, put in simple layman's terms. So you want everything to go back, you want a nice job, you want to go back to school or whatever the case may be. Okay. Then you take the chip. But you saying, okay, I don't want to worship the image of the beast, partaking in this society. They're gonna say, hey, well, put your head in this guillotine right now, you know, and we just gonna get it out the way. All right, so let's go on with that. It says, because of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So, like you're saying, you know about the RFID microchip, whether it's in your left hand or your right hand. You've done, you know, or it says the one in your forehead with the brain implant that Elon got, you know.
Yeah.
So the people, you know, who are paralyzed, whatever the case may be, they want to use it. They want to get to walking again. They're gonna be presented with that shit too. You know, hey, you want to ride that bike? You want to go for a jog, whatever the case may be. It says in that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here's the wisdom that him that understand that he. Let me slow that down. That him that have understanding count the number of the beast. What is the number of a man? And his number is 636. And if you at the front of the barcode of those RFID microchips, the first three bars is 666. You know, like a UPC code or something. You know, they have that on that too.
Man, I met this sister the other day. She gave me her number.
Yeah.
504.
Yeah.
666. I said, I don't know if it's a good omen right there.
Right?
Yeah. I feel
Might
like
be telling you something.
there's some protection.
Right?
My brain works.
Yeah, right?
I said, that's 666.
Like it made you think twice.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, big time.
Then I'm gonna get
That's
to
fresh, too. I think I had that conversation with her yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah. 666. Man, you ain't think about changing that number?
Yeah. Hey, if she knew, I would. You know what I'm
She's
saying?
gonna say, "Oh, I tried to put a positive spin on it, like it's 666 angel number or something."
No.
I don't know about that.
Same here. You know.
I feel like your phone number wanted me not to deal with you.
Gave it straight up to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
ignore that one.
And see what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, meaning righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So Yahweh Shah, the angels and the elect is going to be watching whoever gets this mark from the chariots, looking down, seeing them burn into a pile of ashes, man. And that's what it is. You know, it ain't no what's the word? I can't sugarcoat it. You know,
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah.
that's what's up, brother. Yeah, I'm glad you listened though.
So, oh yeah. Oh. There was a time in my life, and you encouraged me to get back to it, where you couldn't find me if I wasn't holding that Bible.
Right?
Just reading a few chapters a day. and no grand thing to connect it to. I just felt protected doing it. I felt the power of just reading and staying. It says kept my humility there. It kept my, you know what I'm saying?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
You got to keep that pride down too. Because
Yeah,
a lot of brothers
exactly.
get in this truth.
Yeah.
They get prideful.
Yeah.
The main two things that I've been seeing, I've been doing like 8 years,
Yeah.
which is really nothing compared to other men who've been doing it, you know.
Still a long
But,
time.
but from what I've been seeing, that pride that gets you, that woman,
Yep.
they're the main two.
Lust.
Well, it's not so much of the lust.
Right.
It's your woman, you know,
Dominate
she get on you and say, well, you know, oh, you got to go out there again, you know. Because when I first started getting into this, my woman, she was on my back.
I see what you're saying.
Bruh, it was
I
like,
see what you're saying.
oh man, you going over there again? You going out there again Saturday? You know, because it went for me. I was doing every Mardi Gras. I was Bourbon Street doing, the whole none. You know, birthdays, holidays, and then just cold turkey. I don't eat crabs no more, catfish. She like, who the fuck is you? You know, what about all this stuff? And then I started going to the block when I was having camp on Saturday. I go out there on Saturdays. I remember like yesterday. I was getting ready to come over this way, and then she just started flipping out, bro. She's like, "Oh, you going out and this and that? You don't spend no time with me." That's the first thing I say. You don't spend no time with me. And then I think I called you. How was your name? Or I said something. And then I think I said, it's been so long. I don't put it like that. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something. I said something. And bruh, she changed like that. She was like, she didn't even hardly remember what she was saying. It's like them demons jump on them. And guess what? They want to get to you, and they want to pull you back in the world. You know? And that's exactly, and that went on. They'll jump on her for a little bit, then they'll go away. 3-6 months later, jump right back on her. You know, oh, you ain't spending no time. We don't do this, they don't this, that, and that. You know, now she didn't submit it. You know what I'm saying? She know I'm coming out here.
Yeah.
Like I told her, you know, they'll hit you with this too. Once they know you coming out, you know, she really don't know the full detail of what I do. You know, I just give her little bits and pieces because this is what I got going on between me and the Lord. You know, how about she? You know, she just a woman. You know, her thing is to serve me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I'm doing this for the Lord, and so I give her bits and pieces. But the first thing, you know, they'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna leave." But just leave, go. You know. Then they're like, "Okay, that ain't gonna work." Then after that, she started chilling out a little bit more. You know, but they never told her stop. Even to this day, it's going on 8 years. She still try to test me. It was some shit she was eating one day. I think some damn shrimp chips or something. She just come in the room. Hey, you want this? Like, I'm looking at it. I didn't even know it. I'm sitting there looking, watching TV, and the spirit was like, nah, I don't fuck with that, you know? So I get up and go in the kitchen, and she done bought some damn shrimp chips or some shit. You know, I could have went off like a fool. Like, you know, I don't eat that shit.
Right.
What's the point? She gonna do it again, you know? So you got to kind of weigh it up and realize that these demons just fucking with you, you know?
Yeah, you already know each situation, right?
Yeah, because when she called 911, they're gonna get me.
Be happy too.
Exactly. So
Smiling at it. Thanks for the opportunity.
So that's the thing. When you start getting this wisdom and knowledge, the Lord, you know, you're gonna learn how to deal. You know what I'm saying? And not with just your woman, but with everybody in the world. You know.
I feel what you're saying. It's like, regardless of what's going on with the world, you stay connected to Him.
You got to stay focused.
And that's it.
Because once you get in, brother, you can't leave. You know, this is blood in, blood out. You know. It ain't me. You ain't making no covenant with me. I'm not gonna come over here and prick your thumb like they do with the mafia and shit. You know, they do that.
Yeah.
This is between you and the Most High. You know, so it's with me. If the Most High don't take the spirit from me, I'm gonna stay doing it, Lord willing. But you know, you gotta do this till you die. Salaki, you know, you gotta do it till you die, man.
So you be here or where?
Or all the way at the end down there
all the way
on the right side over there.
on that side of the street.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
cool. As you turn the corner,
Right. Yeah. I'm either there, here,
Uh-huh.
every now and then by that hotel,
all right.
by that tree,
Every
the
Friday.
corner. Different Fridays. Between 5 and 6. Depends on what time I get off the plantation, you know?
All right.
Let me. Okay, I missed you, homie. I missed you. I'm saying, you know. But I'm gonna leave you with this one though, you know. You know. Let's see. Where is it? All right, this is Ecclesiastes 5 and 4. When thou vowest a vow unto the Most High,
Yeah.
defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools pay that which thou hast vowed. So if you come in this truth, God leads you into this truth, you making a vow to the Most High. You know that you're gonna do this work, and you know, and you're gonna stay faithful to the end, whatever your end is.
Right.
You know, or
Right.
whatever my end is.
Right.
You know, I might get in martial law, Jacob trouble, and the Lord just have a way. Hey, it's the time for me to go. You know, my scene is up. You know, but whatever your end is, you got to be faithful to that end, and you got to keep your vow.
I needed to hear that.
And it says, verse 5, better is that thou shouldest not vow than that vow, then that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Let me read that over. This is Ecclesiastes 5 and 5. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Right.
So the Lord saying,
Don't even make the vow.
don't even vow if you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But we all don't know that
Right.
until we get into it. It's a lot of men been doing it like 10, 15, 20 years. They took the vow, and for whatever reason, was I take the spirit, you know? But
Because of the action.
you know,
They keep up with the laws.
you know, who
Disobeying,
knows what a man does when he at home, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Totally.
so,
Totally.
but hey, all we can do is just keep pushing, brother. You know?
Appreciate you.
All right. Don't forget to watch that YouTube now
Oh no, I'm
with the
look.
brother, GMS,
TMS.
Apostle
I'm
Tahor.
gonna look for yours too.
Yeah, Apostle Tahor now.
I come next Friday. I'm gonna be out here looking for you.
All right, come. Lord willing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off on that, man. So basically, bro, we at the end, and the Lord had a way that, you know, the brother walked through to get this word. You know, it's not up to me to open his ears, but only to pass the message. You know, and so I did my job. And like I told him, you know, I might not have all the answers right off the top of my head, but you know, I got some notes. I can dig you out of my notes that I've taken and read you what I got. No, but we're gonna answer your question, man. Your question's gonna get answered. You know, and like I told him, you know, this is not an act, man. When I'm off the camera, I live this, and whether I'm on the camera or off the camera, I live this. You know, this ain't no sideshow, man. I don't put on a front for the camera and go home and be a nigga, man. You know? But let's read that over. This is Ecclesiastes 5:4. When thou vowest a vow unto the Most High, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. So once you come into this, you making a vow that you're gonna do this work until the end. And like I'm telling him, whatever your end is, wherever your stops at, and wherever you get off the bus at. Verse 5. Better it is that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. So yeah, don't even come to this if you're not gonna keep the vow. Don't even do it to yourself, because you just gonna make it worse on yourself. You know, you don't know what you're gonna do to yourself, man, if you come into this and leave. The scripture speak about how when that wicked spirit leaves you, 7 more. So you were more wicked than before. So hey man, with that, we can give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kawadash. Shalom.